Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. So, like I said in my previous video, I'm going to go through my collection and I'm going to show you certain things. This one is my one-offs and two-offs. So I have certain palettes that I only have one from a brand or two from a brand. Most of my collection is three or more of a brand, but this is quite a few. There's like 27. I think I'm not showing you in any particular order. I'm just going to show you what I have. So this one is kind of a controversial palette. This brand is no longer around, but it's a pretty palette and I really like it. This is Beauty Bean and Shroud. This was a collab palette. Beauty Bean goes by Batty Bean now, and even she won't talk about this palette anymore because of everything that happened with it. But it's a very interesting color story. Like, those colors are just so pretty and they go so well together. But that's about all I can say about that one. I have since stopped watching this creator. A lot of these are well, not all of them, but anyway, I have stopped watching this creator, not because I don't like her, but because she doesn't do content that I necessarily want to watch anymore. And this is the only palette that I ever got from this brand. This is the Pure and Raw Beauty Christie. Now, you can see those pictures. They're just so cute. So this is an interesting palette because it's two-sided. So I always save the little plastic part, but here's one side. It's hard to show it. Anyway, here's one side. This is the colorful side. And I really like these colors. It's just, I don't reach for this palette. I don't know why. I just don't. So that's the colorful side of it. And then there's the like neutral side of it. And if you know me at all, I'm not hugely into neutrals. So, but this is a good palette. It's several years old. I think this actually came out in 2020. And the powders are still good because I've used it very rarely. Very, very rarely. This is the only one that I've gotten from Unearthly Cosmetics, which is an Australian based brand, I think, but they have a warehouse here in the United States. And this is another another collab palette. This is with Heather Austin. It's the Resurgence palette. And I bought this because, not because of the color story, because the color story's beautiful. It's just, it's hard for me to get a single look out of this. Like, I can see how to use it, but I don't use it very often. Honestly, I reach for other palettes more than I reach for this one. But I bought this because I wanted the gloss, the Omen gloss that came out with this, and you can only get it if you bought it in a bundle. So I did. And this one is Ofra and Samantha March, which is another influencer that I watch. This is called Life's a Draft. And these are the colors. You get 8 shadows, a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. And Ofra has beautiful, beautiful highlighters. I just don't go for these colors very often. They're just not my favorite. Sigma has really good products. I really like their bronzer. I really like their brush cleaner. This is the Alice in Wonderland, and I just really loved the packaging, but it was also the most colorful of the shadows that they had. Again, I just have a really hard time coming up with a look with these shadows. I have a hard time putting them together. I mean, if I really sat and thought about it, I could do more. I reach for other palettes over this one. This is one that I got in an ice cream beauty box. This is the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette, and it is beautiful. Like, the colors are so pretty. There's not any light colors in it. And so I just have to challenge myself to use the different colors and use them lightly, it's just, I have to think a little harder when I use that one. This next palette, I bought it specifically for one shade, and I use it specifically for one shade. This is the Morphe 24A Artist Pass. Sorry. And this one shade right here, if you can see, they have little stars in that glitter. And I use that along with the green and the blue and the blue and the green shimmer. I use those when I'm doing my Seahawk look for the Seattle Seahawks, because I live in Washington. And I use this palette for that reason. This is the only palette that I have left from this brand. I bought several palettes from this brand, but this is the Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay collaboration. I don't know what happened to Beauty Bay, and I don't know what happened in the process of making this. I think there was some sort of controversy in this. I don't know everything. I really don't. But these are beautiful colors, beautiful shimmers, beautiful, beautiful. Again, I just don't reach for it a whole lot. Do I want to? Yes. Should I? Yes. Am I going to? I hope so. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I want to see what the color stories are, and when I'm thinking of a look that I want to do, I want to be able to say, oh, I have those colors in that palette, and I can use that one to do a look that I want to try. So that's what I'm thinking. This one, the brand is Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and she has done a lot of collab palettes with a lot of different people, and a lot of her original palettes were a lot of rainbowish palettes. But this is the Divination palette with Robert Welsh. So again, another influencer type brand or person, and it's a collab palette. But I wanted to try Blend Bunny. I just wanted a different color story. And so this is the color story where you can do neutral looks, but you also have green, blue, purple, brown, and gray. But I like this color story. I think this one is better. And now these are the last two that are from the one-offs. I want to try more from this particular brand. This is Glaminatrix, and Glaminatrix actually did this palette as a April Fool's joke. They put it up on April Fool's, but the internet went crazy and said, yes, 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 come out with that. And so, but there were some people that said, well, I won't use that palette because of the name of it. So they actually came up with two palettes same exact colors, but they name them something different. One of them was called Grounded because people didn't want to use this one. I find it hysterical. And so I wanted it. It's called Tones of Turds. Look at all the little poop emojis on there. I think it's so funny. And these are the beautiful colors. Like, I love this color story. And the names of the shadows, like Baby Poop, Runny Honey, Corny Surprise, which is this one. I mean, Triple Flush, which is this one right here. The names are hysterical. They're just so funny. And then this one is so sad. It's so sad. I would have purchased more from this brand had this brand stayed alive. But this is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. And it was so sad when this company went under, when this all went down. It was just a sad day. But every color has a different formula all the way down. Like, they're all, this is one color, this is another color. These are all colors, but they have 4 different, and she wanted to come up with more in this type of, like, more shadows in these 4 formulas. However, things got away and things did what they did. But I'm going to show you my favorite color in the whole palette. Like, this is so old, but I will still use it because that color is just so beautiful. I absolutely love it. So those are my one-offs of eyeshadows. Now I'm going to show you my two-offs. This brand, again, I'm not a huge fan of the brand, but I mean, Prince. Now, the color stories, I can see Prince in them because I'm a huge Prince fan. Purple Rain, all the things. These are not like the best shadows, but they're so pretty, and they're Prince, and I had to have them, and they're more of a collector for me than anything else. These two are from the same brand. One is a collab palette, again with Heather Austin, but this is Adept, and this is the Kodan palette, and they don't even make this anymore. Right after I bought this, I think they actually stopped making it. And these are the colors. There's only 2 mattes, and the rest of them are like multi-chromes and dual chromes, and they're so pretty. But I have to use another palette with them in order to use this palette. Not my favorite thing. This is the palette that I actually used mostly on my eyes today, and this is the Heather Austin and Adept palette with these colors, and they're so pretty. They're so pretty, and I do love this palette. I don't really need a reason to use it. I mean, I love the green and the yellow together. I love all of these colors. I just need to use it more. Now, these two I got again in an ice cream beauty box. You could get them and pay an extra $10 to get both palettes, which I did. And then it says, it looks like Dee Dee. I know it's backwards, but it's actually called Day Day is what her name is. And this is the classic autumn palette. And it's so pretty. Like, I love them. I've used this, I think, twice to build a look. And again, I just need to use it more. I just need to remember that I need to use it more because they're so pretty, and I love the um I love the formula of it. I just haven't used it a whole lot. This is the Jingle Bell Ruby palette. Hold on. Sorry. One of my puppies was not in here and he wanted to be in here. So this is the Jingle Bell Ruby palette. And again, I have not used this a whole lot, but I need to. Those colors are just so pretty. And I need to remember this is not, it says Jingle Bell Ruby, but I can use this any time of the year. I just forget that I can because it looks like a Christmas palette. I just need to use it. Use it. Use it. Okay, so this brand recently went through a name change. It was Cosmic Brushes. It's now called Cosmic Beauty. And this was in a mystery box. And I didn't want to miss out. I had seen influencers doing videos on it, and I really wanted the cream blushes that came with it. So I bought this palette knowing full well that this is not a color story that I really like. This is called the Sinister palette. And these are the colors. And I like them. They're very pretty, and I could use them. I just haven't. I just haven't. And I need to. There has to be a way for me to go through all of these palettes, and I need to just stop using the ones that I love so much and use all of the ones that I have. So this other one, this is from several years ago. I only got it last year before last. This is called the Serenity palette, and this is what made the brand kind of blow up because of this color story, the formula, the shimmers and glitters and dual chromes and just all the things. And it's beautiful and I love it. And I do use this one more than I use other ones. Now this is going to be a little different. I have 4 from one brand, but 2 of them are in collab with another brand, and they both came in an ice cream beauty box. This is Gourmand Girls and Ladybug Glow. This is the El Camino palette, and again, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. However, I don't use it a whole lot, and I should. I really, really should. Like, I should use it more than I do. I just haven't. And this one is, again, Gourmand Girls and Ladybug Glow. And this is the Paradise Cove palette. This looks a lot like the Oceanic palette, but there's a brown in there and there's the different colors. I just need to reach for this one over the ones that I reach for the most. If I had to go through and get rid of some, there would be some in this pile of things that I would get rid of. The ones that I have the majority of my collection, I would not get rid of any of them. So the next 2 are from Gourmand Girls, but they're from Gourmand Girls by themselves. You cannot get them. You cannot get these on the Gourmand Girls site, and you cannot get these through Ice Cream Beauty. So, or the Ladybug Glow. So this is the Call of Sirens, and this is a new one to me, and I love the color story. It is so, so pretty. Again, I just need to use it more, but I only have just so many days of the week that I can use makeup, and yeah. I should have listened. I should have listened. I really wanted this one. I wanted this palette so bad, but I have to keep it in its box, and I'll show you why. There were people that were saying that the packaging was not so good, and I thought, oh, but it's so cute. I just really, really want it. And it is so cute and so pretty. Like, it's got all the little sparkles in it. But look, it's it does not it's not good packaging. It's really not good packaging, but the color story is so pretty. I love this color up here in the corner. It's so pretty. But this is ridiculous packaging. Absolutely ridiculous packaging. Okay, so I have two more. And these are from Lunar Beauty. And I love Lunar Beauty, and I've wanted to buy more from them. However, there are so many other things that I have wanted. I have to make choices. But this one, this is called the Siren Sunset, and it's got the moon and the mermaid, and it's just beautiful. And again, I have not used this palette a whole lot, and I really need to. These colors are beautiful. I really, really need to use this more. And this one, I wanted the first volume of this, and by the time I got money to get it, it was gone. So I could not pass up the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2. I missed out on Volume 1, and it has been one that the whole internet has said, please bring it back. And he just, it is what it is. But this is the color story, and they're pretty. I just, and I got it because I love the names. These are all witches that Agatha, Luna, Mildred, Myrtle, Willow, Jillian, and Sally, which are from Practical Magic, and that's one of my favorite movies is Practical Magic. Zelda, Hilda, Grams, Freya, just I just love these type of things. So anyway, those are my 1 or 2 offs of certain brands. And I'm going to go into the rest of them, but like I said, I'm going to do like smaller videos. I don't know when this is going to go up. I'm just trying to pre-film so that I have something so I can start putting up more videos. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. If you want to see more, I would love to do more. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Bye.